Hey everybody, Kyle Gold here from GoFilmReviews.com and the Go Film Reviews YouTube channel. I've got my quick thoughts on the film Don't Worry, Darling. This is now on HBO Max. I just got a screener link from Warner Brothers, so I thought I'd check out the film and give you my thoughts. I missed it in theaters. It didn't do all that well. It wasn't in theaters very often, and to be honest, I was kind of iffy on the trailer. As far as Olivia Wilde goes, personal stuff aside, I'm not going to talk about that right now, but I was not a huge fan of Booksmart. I liked Booksmart, but there were so many people I had talked to that were like gaga for Booksmart, and I was like, I liked it. What do you want me to say? So Booksmart, fine, but this movie I was like, okay, she's hitting like sci-fi, she's hitting horror, she's hitting some weird fantasy stuff. Okay, I'm kind of down. I'll check it out. I'll see anything Florence Pugh is in. I think she's tremendous. I was like, I'm not going to hate on Harry Styles for being in a movie. Sure, we all have to go somewhere. I'll say this. Florence Pugh is great. Harry Styles, not so much. He wasn't like... I think it was just that he has no range. He doesn't have any acting ability right now because he's... To be honest, I'm convinced, just based on watching him in this film, that he's not had technical training, that he's not had acting classes, but he thinks I can act because it's just acting. There's similar other to people like Dave Bautista, who's a guy that has had acting training. He has tried hard to own the skill. Channing Tatum, I used to think was terrible in some of his earlier stuff. But he went and got the work done, and he became a better actor, and now I look forward to Channing Tatum. I look forward to Dave Bautista. Even John Cena is a guy who knows how to pick the right roles. Harry Styles, I know he can do it. I have faith that you can act, Harry, but you're just not doing it here. He's either reserved and calm, or he's really, really angry and emotional all at the same time. There's no middle ground. Besides all that, Chris Pine is a standout. I think he's great. I think the performers are doing the best they can with the material. I just think that you can guess where this movie is going about less than an hour into it. I would say less than halfway through the film, you can be like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing? Okay, I can see that, yeah. And it doesn't surprise me that it hits pretty much everything I thought it to. I knew there would be one of two twist endings to it, but both were kind of the same twist ending. They're just different ways of getting to it. And I was like, okay, it'd be slightly better if it was this one, and it kind of chose the other one. And yeah, I just didn't think that the twist was all that exciting. I thought when it happened, I was like, okay, that's our movie then. Okay, neat. I don't think the narrative stands on its own. I think that there's giant leaps in logic. There's giant gaps in believability. And I just think that ending frustrated the hell out of me because I didn't think it was all that solid of an ending. It's almost like it feels like a 4-hour movie where they chop 2 hours out of it for time, which is probably better than watching the 4-hour movie because I don't think the movie would have been as good in a 4-hour cut either. I'm just saying that there's stuff missing from this narrative that doesn't seem like it doesn't really flow from beginning to end. It feels like there's massive gaps in the plot. And it just didn't work that much for me. I didn't hate it actually. I thought it was bad to okay. There's moments of it that I think are good. There's moments of it I think are terrible. And it's just kind of in the middle somewhere. And I was just, overall not feeling this one. It didn't work for me all that well, which is too bad because regardless of my thoughts on the trailers and the posters and how I wasn't extremely taken by Booksmart, I was excited to see this movie. It seemed like an interesting stylistic film. I just don't know that it really didn't really stick the landing on production. I think there's some good music to it. There's some good cinematography to it. Performances are great. But man, the story is so important to me, I've found over the past couple of years, that if your story just stumbles and you just can't stick the landing, that hurts. And it's going to hurt your film. Anyway, though, let me know what you thought about Don't Worry, Darling down in the comment section below. Maybe give me your favorite Florence Pugh film. Pew, pew, pew. I think she's great in a lot of stuff. I think she's great. I don't even love Midsummer all that much, but I really liked her in it. She's great in Black Widow. She's great in a lot of things. Let me know what your favorite Florence Pugh film is. in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. While you're down there, please like and subscribe. There are 2 free things you can do that help to support the channel immensely, and you never miss new episodes of the show as they drop. You can also find goatforreviews.com for my written reviews. You can find Goat for Movies on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Almighty Goatman. You can also check out Kyle and Nick on Film, the show that I co-host with Nick Plotchuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. We have new episodes Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. There's also a link down in the description for the Minnesota Film Critics Alliance. Check that out. We've got our end of the year list coming up here. We've got our award stuff heading over there. So all those links are down in the description, and we'll see you next time.